Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. And today, if you guys, is another movie review. Now, it's been a long time coming. I'm just going to say that because I reviewed The Matrix 1 a while ago, and now we're finally tackling. I got this from the exchange for about $3 for The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions, with, of course, The Matrix Resurrections coming out this December in theaters and HBO Max. I decided, hey, I'm going to get into the Matrix franchise, and just like the John Wick franchise, I freaking love it. So I reviewed The Matrix 1. Go check that out if you haven't already. But today we're going to be tackling The Matrix Reloaded or The Matrix 2. Now, this one, from what I've heard kind of universally, even when I bought the freaking Blu-ray at the exchange, the people were like, yeah, The Matrix 1's amazing, but Matrix 2's okay, Matrix 3's garbage. I'm like, whatever, $3, what do I have to lose? And The Matrix Reloaded is definitely not as good as the first. Mainly a little bit of the audio, the music. There's one scene that's kind of weird, and of course the ending's a bit strange. But other than that, this is a really good movie that really builds upon the story and the characters and the world of the first film, The Matrix, and it really kind of amps up the story, which it's supposed to effing do that, right? The Last Jedi, Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, The Two Towers, The Dark Knight. So many of these movies in a trilogy are usually built upon in the second film. No shite. But this one is really good. I think that first and foremost, the acting is better. Keanu Reeves is a little, not like, whoa, yeah, I'm Keanu Reeves. Wow. He's not just kind of standing there doing his own thing. He's actually like, because, Neo is not just, whoa, that's cool. He's not just like pointing at shite the whole time, getting, kind of being in awe the whole movie. He's actually kind of more grounded and kind of accepting the possibilities of the Matrix. We kind of get this really unique thing with, of course, Agent Smith now. Just Smith is back, the Oracle's back, everyone's back, everyone's really good. The CGI is better than the first film, however, there's a few moments, and this is going to be one of my many negatives, not necessarily a full-blown negative, but the big action scene with Neo and the billion agent or the billion Smiths that kind of come in and he's just kind of punching and kicking. Choreography is amazing, the music's amazing, it's really funny at times, really cool. There's like a bowling pin sound effect. A bit campy, but I understand what they're doing, I guess. But I enjoyed that. I think that it's very much good until they get to CGI land. Which, look, I get it. Maybe they did that because, look, the Matrix is kind of a simulation. Now, this came out in 2003, and 2002, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones came out. And, the prequel trilogy gets kind of shite on, it's just, prequel, CGI. That's what they kind of did. A lot of people went, oh, George Lucas, CGI everything, whenever there's one real set, and that's in one movie for, like, one scene, there's a lot of CGI in the prequels, especially Episode 2. But comparing Attack of the Clones CGI to the Matrix Reloaded CGI, even though The Matrix Reloaded is 1 year older, Attack of the Clones still comes out on top for the most part. A lot of the CGI in this really holds up. There's one or two scenes, like I was saying with Neo fighting the million Smiths. It's good until it gets kind of CGI, and you can kind of tell it's a little rubbery. It's not horrible. It's just noticeable for the time. You know what I mean? In terms of other CGI, I think there's one scene where like a guy's face kind of morphs like they did in the first one. He goes, kind of freaks out. Meme that, and and you basically just kind of see his face kind of go like Mr. Fantastic, just like warp into a bunch of different shapes and sizes. That looks really, really bad. It's like, they literally just, their budget ran out for that one shot. Other than that, though, the CGI wasn't that bad. And then in terms of music, that's my other negative, right? A lot of the action scenes are really good, and they have really good music. And then there's the quote-unquote sex scene, and it's not really a sex scene because there's no actual sex, but, Neo and Trinity are doing it, I guess. I guess, like, party time, whatever. You don't see anything, so calm down. But it's basically, that's okay, I guess. You don't see anything, so it's whatever. But, there's kind of like this big party, rave happening in Zion, the last remaining city of the real world. And they're all kind of dancing. And it's kind of like a Zack Snyder shot. It's very kind of slow, very, like, I guess, well, it's slow. Slow-moving scene. And you get all these people jumping up and down and partying. And it just, look, it's an okay scene, but it interconnects with these two guys doing, or these two dudes, shit. These two, I keep saying guys is plural. Guy and girl doing it, and then you get all these guys and girls, guys, as in people, in the distance, jumping up and down and making all these weird things, bunch of dudes, bunch of chicks, they're all kind of hanging out, kind of like that rave in the beginning of Blade, without all the blood, and it's just effing awkward, It gets to a point where it's like, alright, Neo and Trinity like each other, I get it, these people are dancing, You know, these guys and girls are dancing in the audience. We effing get it. It just lasts too long. The music is really strange. The Wachowski brothers are apparently girls. I don't know what's going on there. I don't give a shit. That's weird. But basically, maybe there's, SJW before we all called it SJW. I don't know. But the music is very clubby. That's all I'll say on that. And I haven't been to a club, so I wouldn't really know. But it just sounds like a weird club you go into, and it's like the, party rave music. It's awkward. It lasts too long. It's really bad. I understand what they were going for, but, to see all these people just dancing and then interconnected between Neo and Trinity, it's kind of strange. I understood what they were doing, though. And then there is one scene where it kind of ends a bit strange. They kind of like, they're all kind of like, dancing, or not dancing, I guess like collecting themselves in the ship in the end, after Neo kind of like destroys all those drones coming in, the robots coming in. And then it kind of just ends with like, a panning shot of the guy that framed them, or, that guy with the knife. He was cutting himself and he was trying to kill those guys. And then it goes, to be concluded. And then immediately after that, it goes like, some badass rock music. And it just, the inclusion of this music makes no epic sense. Because it's like the sweeping wide shot of the villain, or one of the villains, the saboteur, I guess. And then the screen goes up and the shot goes, and then, what shot I die? It's like, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? It's like, what the hell is this? What is this music? I don't mind that music, I guess, but it makes no sense to be put there, you know what I mean? It should be like the sweeping, dramatic score, not like, some guy in like a, drunken trailer jamming, you know what I mean? It makes no sense. So other than a few audio choices, the sex scene's a bit weird. It's kind of just random to be there. And then, of course, a little bit of CGI. Other than that, though, this film is really cool. There's a lot of action scenes. Of course, like I said, Neo and the Smiths. You get kind of that scene in the end where they're kind of, I guess, like on the road trying to get the keymaker, and that's really cool. Trinity's on the motorbike and all that. Really good stuff. Really good action scenes. Really fun, unique style. The Matrix 1 kind of pioneered that I guess, one-shot take, if you will. I mean, how like Neo would go like this. It doesn't cut. It's not like a punch, cut, kick, react. Punch, cut, kick, react. It's not like that. And this kind of, quote-unquote, for Western cinema, kind of pioneered that effect that we're not just going to punch a guy and then quick cut to the guy getting punched and have him react for a second, like I was saying. It's one long take almost of these action scenes, and they're really good, and they're really evolved in this film compared to the first one. Like I said, I don't know, it's like there's two characters that Morpheus kind of fights, and they all kind of fight. And it's like if you took a black girl with dreadlocks and mixed her with a white dude, and that's what you get. You know what I'm talking about? Those like white dudes that look like chicks, but they're not. I don't know what the heck they are. They turn into like those green haunted mansion ghosts. They're okay. They're kind of weird looking, but whatever. So there's a lot of people in that film. But there's a lot of really unique stuff that kind of diverges from that into really unique ways. With the katana fight with Morpheus on the truck, with the those guys and all that. The Smiths, the agents are back. Very cool stuff. And the way it ends, really, I can't wait. 138 minutes. And The Matrix Revolutions, the final one so far, 129. So I can't wait. It's a really good film. I don't understand the hate. Again, a few CGI things here or there. Doesn't really take me out of it, though. A few of the, I guess you can call it the audio choices in the sex scene is kind of strange. And then it ends kind of abruptly and just with like some cool action, hardcore metal song that comes out of freaking nowhere and really takes you out of the ending. Like think about, The Hobbit 2 where Bilbo says, "What have we done?" And then it goes, boom. Turns to black. It's like that big, heavy emotion, like, holy crap, we're screwed, or Lake Town is screwed. Imagine if that ended, and it just ended with, some like badass rock, it's like Disturbed or Skillet playing, It makes no sense, and I understand that's kind of the tone. It's more of like a cyberpunk, dystopian kind of vibe, but, having that music in there, to me, really kind of took me out of it. But anyway, I'm going to give The Matrix Reloaded a B+. I really enjoyed it. Again, a few things here or there that kind of was a bit awkward. I literally was watching that rave scene with all the dudes and the girls kind of dancing, and then, like I said, it would interconnect between Neo and Trinity having babies, and I literally had to look at my phone. I'm like, this is fucking weird. Like, this is weird. You know what I mean? Like, I almost pressed fast forward because I was like, this is going on, you know what I mean? This is actually going on. Like, this is longer than Deadpool, you know what I mean? But other than that, it wasn't that bad, and I really enjoyed the action. I enjoyed the story. Again, it builds upon the elements that were in the first film and just kind of makes them a whole lot better. And I can't wait for The Matrix Revolutions. I think it is. Revolutions. See, in my Blu-ray, it says The Reload, The Revolutions, The Resolution. And I was like, wait a minute. There's 3 movies? I'm like, oh, Resolution is in Blu-ray. stupid thing, dumb marketing. You know what I mean? I almost called this The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Resolution, but it's Revolution. So whatever, I just can't spell. Anyway, I can't wait for The Matrix Revolutions. Again, tell me in the comments what you thought about The Matrix Reloaded or The Matrix 2 down below. I can't wait. This is a franchise I'm very heavily invested in at this point. I really enjoyed it. They're old, but they surprisingly, for the most part, hold up, and they're really fun to watch. So I cannot wait to watch The Matrix 3 before we move into Resurrections this December. Again, I filmed this today on DC Fandom Day, so expect a DC Fandom kind of review of certain things like the different movies, Aquaman, Flash, Batman, all that stuff. Look forward to that pretty soon. Can't wait to do that video, but until then, again, tell me in the comments what you thought about The Matrix Reloaded. Again, B+. I really enjoyed it. A few things here or there, not as good, you know, in terms of rating and review-wise as The Matrix 1, but this was, I think, a more fun movie to watch. It had a lot more, you know, because the plot's moving along, you know what I mean? It's not just, you're not asking questions. You kind of know what The Matrix is at this point, and so does Neo. So you're kind of, like I said, you know, you're not, you know, this is like 25 minutes of exposition. And there is a lot of talking, but for some reason it makes sense and it's not too bad. There's a lot of great writing, a lot of great action, and a lot of great stuff in here. Again, I really don't understand the hate for The Matrix Reloaded. Again, B+. Tell me in the comments what you think, and I cannot wait to watch The Matrix Revolutions very soon. Again, that's the next one on my Blu-ray here. There we go on the left side right there. I can't wait to do that and review it, so tell me in the comments what you think. I can't wait to do more, and this is a great franchise, and I'm really pumped to see The Matrix 4 this December. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.